Ty, you set the receptions record. You have a chance to set the receiving record this season. Just what has the season meant to you, and particularly going into senior day here? Just, can you kind of give us a perspective on your 4 years here?
Yeah, 100%. We just had a conversation back there. Like, I remember me moving into the View yesterday, being a freshman, kind of just trying to figure everything out. But yeah, college definitely went by very fast. Went by faster than high school, if you ask me. But yeah, it's been a blessing just to be here and gone through the ups and downs and the adversity that I've been through and we've been through with the program. But it's definitely been an interesting time here. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot throughout the years. But I know the season hasn't gone the way that I thought it would have, or anybody thought it would have. But it's definitely a lot that we can learn from the games that we have lost and games that we have won and stuff of that nature. But yeah, it's honestly a blessing to have the teammates I've had. And I think it's a team award because they pushed me to be a great person every day on and off the field, to make the plays I've made and have that record and still continue to try to break more records. But my main focus is to win these last 2 games because me and the senior group, we have done a lot for this program. We put in a lot of sweat and tears and blood into this program. So our main focus is to try to get this W this weekend, and then next week try to get the next W so we can send this team to a bowl game. So that's one of the important things that we're looking forward to do.
How would you say the senior class as a whole has kind of grown as leaders, and especially this losing streak kind of keeping the locker room confident?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like, with all the adversity that we've been through, it's an opportunity to grow. So we've been through adversity all 4 years, whether that's on the field or off the field. I know that everybody kind of knows that, all the adversity and stuff that we've been through. So it's definitely an opportunity for us to grow and just overcome. So when you go through stuff like that, it teaches you a lot of lessons and life lessons. And it doesn't have to be just about football, but it definitely has helped me, and it helps me grow as a person. So it's definitely just a helpful moment for all of us, and just kind of just soaking it in, and it's taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, starting with practice today. So we'll definitely be excited to get out there this weekend, though.
Ty, Coach said that you guys sat down yesterday or last night and watched the whole game tape from the Rutgers game. What was your biggest takeaway from seeing the game in its entirety?
Yeah, 100%. It just goes back to just the small details and fundamentals. Even I was out there. There's a couple contested catches I feel like I have to make. If I know I'm an impactful player, I feel like a lot of guys on the team know and feel I'm an impactful player. So I feel like there's a lot of plays that I left out there, some contested catches I left out there, some balls that you guys might feel like are out of reach, but I feel like my hands touch the ball. I got to make those catches and make those plays for us to get the W. So it was just a lot of small fundamentals and details from myself and other guys on the team. So we'll continue to look at those and just try to grow from that and try to get better this weekend.
I was also in the top half of the Big Ten defensively. They don't necessarily do anything great, but they do a lot of things really well. What have you seen from what you guys have been told?
Yeah, even from earlier in my career, watching them my freshman year when they had came out here, they're big guys. They're a heavy-hitting team. They're a Midwest Big Ten team. They have a great structure to their defense. Those guys are very hard-hitting, and they're very technically sound and fundamental. So we know it'll be a challenge. The Big Ten is a challenge in itself, and we know every team and every week will always be a challenge. So we'll be ready, and I know it'll be a competitive game for sure.
Ty, how would you describe team morale, knowing that you have 2 games left and you have to win both to get to a bowl?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely a frustrating time because, once again, if you asked us before the season that this would be our record and this is where we would be at this point in the season, we would look at you like you were crazy. But like I said before, it's definitely a moment that to grow in the scene of adversity and stuff like that. But I feel like the team morale, we're all good. We're staying together. That's the biggest thing when kind of everybody around us kind of being a little negative and stuff like that. But we're staying positive. We're looking at the sunshine and not really trying to have and be down. We know we still have 2 more games left. We still have 2 opportunities to get the job done. So as long as we have 2 opportunities to get the job done, we're going to keep on fighting and keep trying hard every week until that time is up. So I know we'll be ready coming on Saturday, and we'll try to clean up from all the mistakes that we made this season and last week.
When fans are kind of disillusioned with how the season has turned out, is there anything you can say to them to remain encouraged and to stick with the program?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's just believing, just continue to believe. because we put a lot of hard work, a lot of hours, a lot of time into this. This is our livelihood. One day, I know that I hope so that football will be my job, my career. So I know a lot of my teammates, a lot of the coaches, they spend hours from morning time all the way to sun up to sundown and stuff like that, just putting in a lot of time. So this is what we do. We do this sun up to sundown, and we just love this. This is our job. So we just hope that everybody keeps believing in us because all the hard work that we put in, and hopefully it will pan out these last 2 games because we're going to continue to work hard and practice Monday through Friday. So we'll continue to watch film and get better and just grow in the scene of adversity. So we'll be fine.
Hey, Ty, wanted to ask you, you've progressed throughout your entire career, just like all 4 years gotten better and stats have improved, but that's not always the case. I wanted to get from a player's perspective, how much do you think fans expect progression to be like linear versus like the reality of it? Like one season you could be really good and then your production wanes and then goes back up. Like how does that work per se?
Yeah, it's just every season is a new season. Anything can happen. It's just even during the season, every week's a new season. So it's just a matter of being detailed and just focusing on and practicing hard and doing stuff of that nature every day throughout the week, and then being ready when your opportunity comes on Saturday, whether it's making that catch or making that tackle or making that field goal or just whatever it is. So it's about just being in a moment, and then when you have your moment, just making those plays and stuff like that. So it's just every season's a new season. Every game's a season in itself. So anything can happen, no matter what it is. So.
And then you know that, I'm sure you know about the kind of lineage of Maryland receivers. Where do you think you stack up kind of amongst everybody to come through the program?
I don't know. I'll give that for you guys to answer, for the fans to answer. But I don't know. But I hope I'm somewhere in the conversation. I hope so. But it's just a great opportunity to have people talk to me that way and have people talk with me. What are the Maryland greats and stuff of that nature. So it's just a blessing.
Have any of them reached out to you, like DJ or Rock or maybe even like Torrey Smith? Any of them?
Yeah. Me and Jermaine Lewis, Maryland legend. I met him at Jimmy Seafood a couple months ago. We always talk and text and stuff of that nature. Rock, Jones, Demas, I always talk to those guys. I played with those guys for a few years, so we always talk. I worked out with Diggs a couple times throughout the summer and stuff like that. But I always talk to those guys, so those guys, they congratulated me, tell me to keep going and stay humble and stuff of that nature. So, yeah, of course. Thank you.